Yeah, like back in high school, I used to play soccer at the time, and then my senior year we went to like state championship.
Oh, okay.
And like a local, not even like Fox 26 or anything. Like, like a straight, more even like local, like came to the school and was like interviewing us. And I was one of the interviewers, and it was just like, it was the first time I was on camera and everything. I was like, yeah. And then I look back at it, I was like, damn.
Dude, I'm still like that. I'm always nervous. I don't know how people do it sometimes. I'm just like, yeah.
They're so natural.
Yeah.
Like even me just filming like an interview for Instagram or something on people, like they just tend to like choke up. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, it takes practice.
Yeah.
Even me here, like I'll do like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just forget how to speak. You forget how to like properly put sentences together.
It's an art form itself, man. It's like I did an interview recently with somebody. Her name's Christina. She has like her own blog, and she goes around and interviews people, and you know, does everything. So I did one with her, and I was like, bro, like, hey, she was a natural. Like she just not like no nervousness, nothing. Everything flowed. It's just its own little art form. So.
Yeah, I work with this real estate guy, and like. He's just natural, like perfect. Like the enthusiasm, the energy just kind of flows. I mean, there's like hiccups here and there, but I was like, man, communication, it's a valuable tool.
It is. Yeah, I did an interview with was it Ruben from Fox 26 recently, and dude, he just like out of nowhere, we're just sitting there talking, and I guess that, you know, they hit him up on the headphones or whatever that they're going live, and he just fucking got up and just like nothing,
just
like
went at it.
Yeah. I'm like, bro. Dude, if I had his skills when it came to communication, I was like, I'd be straight. Like, yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, talking about that interview, that's actually how I kind of found out your work through Mike. I guess our kind of connection.
Oh yeah,
there.
okay.
Big camera guy.
Yeah.
HOU.
Boy,
he did. I thought he only did like 1 or 2 videos, but I was kind of looking at your Facebook today, and he was like, man, he's actually worked with you a couple of times before, right? Yeah,
we did. The first one we did was when we did a Empire Barber Studio. My boy Julian, he owns a barbershop, and we did a mural inside there, and that was the first time I met Mike because Julian knew him, and man, after that we worked together on a couple things. He did both of the he documented both of the murals at Toyota Center. Mm-hmm. And then he did one recently with I was working with Kiati from 97.9, and we did a mural together, and he documented that for him. So yeah, we've been doing here and there. He's getting busy. He's getting real busy.
Yeah, I remember he hit me up. I want to say like over a year ago, just kind of, or whenever he was barely getting started with it. And just like admiring my work, just like, hey, keep it up, kind of stuff like that. Kind of make those kind of connections. And know more creators around town. And just seeing his progression, like over the past, like, dude. Yeah. Like, what was he like in Chicago? I mean, he's working with some group up there in Chicago now.
Yeah, he was in Chicago, and then and it's crazy. He was in, I think, in like UK recently or something like that.
So. Well, I thought he was. So he told me he was going on tour with the. With that music group that's based in Chicago. So they did
Drama,
something like that. And they were doing like a US tour, and I think there was some spots in Europe as well. So I thought he was there for that, but then I saw he was like filming all this like boxing stuff in there. So I was like, man, I'm getting confused here. Like,
He's starting to document a lot of different things, which is pretty cool. So kind of, you know, it's like an artist just getting out of their element, you know, what they're used to, and he's been doing that lately, so that's pretty cool.
I'm happy for him, and that's pretty much with him. That's how I found out about you. Yeah. So like, big thank you for coming on the show.
No problem, man.
Usually when I hit up people, I'm always like, man, I don't know, they're gonna come in, and then you're pretty well known out here in Houston with your murals, and I was
Appreciate
like,
it,
good following on Instagram. So I was like, you know, I don't know how he's gonna even reply or something like that. So I was like, you know, appreciate you coming on the show.
Nah, no problem, man. I appreciate it, man. So anything I can do, man.
So how did the art start? You know.
God, when I was a little kid, it just started. I've always been into it. Just everything about art just was attracted me, and then I started sketching when I was little, painting. My mom says I painted some type of like real beautiful vase portrait like when I was like 4 or 5. I really doubt I was 4 or 5. I was probably like 8 or so, but I do remember it. And but no, I started since I was a kid. Kind of went on. You know, as a teenager, still interested in it. You know, took my regular, you know, whenever you select an elective for high school or whatever, it was always art. There was nothing else. Then from there, you know, I went to college, didn't take any type of I didn't take any classes or anything like that, and just kind of I was still dabbling with it, you know what I mean, here and there, and then I just let my 20s get in the way, and and just life, and kind of like stopped it. Then as I got older, social media came along, and so it kind of sparked something back into me, because I'm super competitive, and so when I seen other artists work, I was like, man, why did I stop? So I started doing it again, started posting. And then, I had some friends hit me up, and they're like, hey, how much would you charge, to do this and this and that? And so, I found out I could make money off of it, And so, initially when I first started selling it, it was obviously, make money, extra money, for the family and stuff like that. As I kept going, I just started wanting more from it, not just necessarily making money. Yeah, that's a bonus, but like actually getting my art out there and people seeing it was, and I think that's still the end game, to have, not only Houston, but everybody to see it. So
actually, sorry to cut you off there. I had like a similar experience. Like I kind of started, just doing video as, cause I went to school for engineering, but it wasn't really for me. I was kind of in between trying to find work, and I kind of needed some money. So I kind of did some videos, and then that kind of led me to sort of where I am now, where this is sort of what I do full time. Yeah. But recently I was working with this organization, and they kind of showcased my video to, it was like a group of like 30, 40 people, but the mayor was there for like a donation for homelessness, right? And I mean, I said on my last podcast, I was working on that video for like so many hours. I've seen it for like 100, 200 times already. Like that special feeling, I was like, I'm not gonna, whatever. But just seeing it on screen and having people see there and having their reaction, and some people really touched by it, because it was their stories. They've gone through homelessness 20 plus years, came back from drugs, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I don't know, there was just a different feel of like just seeing your work and other people like admire it, and just getting to see it, and just like how much it was worth, the money, which is always great. But I was like, I really like that. That's what motivates me more. I mean, financially, yes, and taking care of my family, but like that kind of like legacy recognition, is definitely what's like at this point, like just keeps pushing me more.
No, I get it, and I mean, like I said, I've realized over time, and as I got older, like, money's good, money's great, it makes your life easier, but it doesn't necessarily make, it doesn't bring you happiness, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, when we pass away, we can't take that money with us, but what we can leave behind is what we've created and what people have seen. So I actually had this conversation with my kids recently. My little one's always asking me questions, and he was asking, what's your phobia, or what are you scared of, you know what I mean? And I was like, that I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do before I pass away or something, so it's more now, the end game is more to just work even harder than before, and create even better pieces that people can appreciate, and have a conversation around, and just talk about it, and be able to leave with something when they see my paintings, you know. As far as like money goes, I do certain stuff, for to keep bread on the table, or keep food on the table, and pay my bills and stuff like that, like certain murals and things like that. I guess it would be more of a job, than anything, but the passion part is like the certain canvases that I paint, certain wall murals that I do, and those are things that excite me, things that I can, when I leave them behind, people are gonna be like, man, that's Franky, So,
oh, that's dope, dude. Yeah, I always have that same comment with people. When I first started, it was just like pretty much had to restart everything. Like spend 4 or 5 years in college just to kind of like start again. Like that's the biggest regret. I wish I would have just had that kind of enlightenment moment of kind of what I wanted to do with life. But it takes a lot of like fucking up to kind of know what you want to do.
Exactly.
So instead of me wasting a lot of my 20s, I just kind of wasted, I guess, from 18 to like 22 in college. So I guess that was what that was for. But coming back and then just kind of starting, I guess, from zero in a way. I mean, I do live at home, so I can't say I was like rock bottom or anything like that. But financially, there's just been nothing greater than than just doing what I want.
Yeah.
And doing something I feel passionate about. Because I have a lot of friends who, you know, make great money working at, you know, engineering jobs, you know, but they're just always either I'm not happy with the work, my boss is an asshole, or it's just almost complain. And I don't know, I've always like pushed this to like just do what you like. I mean, you got to make money, somewhere, but have something that you're like pushing towards to. A dream that kind of keeps your inner spirit, inner kid alive. So I feel that's like super important.
Yeah, no, I think you know, I realized that around this time last year, actually, it's coming up at the end of this month is when I called my boss and I was like, "Dude, I'm not coming back into work. Like, I'm gonna try art full time," and which he understood. He was a great boss, good dude. And but yeah, I realized that like if you're not happy, like, dude, don't fucking do it. Like, if you're not happy, don't do it. Like, seriously, like if you're at a job that you don't like, and there's something else that you're thinking about 24/7, do that. Even if it makes half the money what you're making. Like, do that. You're going to struggle, and it's going to be hard, but eventually you'll be comfortable, you know, enough to pay your bills, feed yourself, feed your kids, you know, stuff like that. But that happiness that you get from that, there's no fucking, like, you can't put a price on that.
Exactly.
It's like, I can't tell people enough about that. Like, if you're at work and you just don't like it, you're just a lazy ass. Like, well, that's your own, that's your problem. You know what I mean? Like, you got to fix that. If you're not passionate about something else and you just don't like your job, and you're not thinking about anything else, then you just find another job. You know what I mean? Find another job that you'll be happy at. But for all those creatives out there, whether it's, you know, music, art, you know, podcasting, you know, entertainment, whatever. If you're thinking about that shit like 24/7 and you're at a job that you don't like do that. Like, do whatever it is that you're thinking about. And man, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? Like, when I did it, I mean, I was married with 2 kids, you know, when I made the leap. And I mean, if you're talking about, I mean, that was hard. Because I had a job that, you know, I worked for the railroad. And, I mean, it was a great job. Most people would be like, that's a career. Good pension, 401k, and all that shit. But all that, man, I realized whenever I left, I can create my own pension. I can create, you know, I can get insurance on the outside somewhere. You know what I mean? But, like, that happiness of doing what I love, like, I couldn't put a price on it. You know what I mean? So, and the thing is, the hustle is different, bro. Like, the hustle is fucking different whenever you actually make that leap, because you're like, oh shit. Like, I've had oh shit moments where I'm like, dude, like, if I don't sell this painting, if I don't, you know, do this mural, I can't pay this bill. I can't feed my kids. I mean, like, my, you know, my wife at the time, you know, we're split up, but like, she's one of my best friends, and she at that time, she was, you know, like, she was holding it down too. You know what I mean? So, like, as a man, you know, you gotta put in your work. I mean, and so that was the hustle for me. That was a mentality for me. It was like, dude, you gotta be a man up, work your ass off now, because you're working for yourself. So, like, I tell people all the time, like, man, just do it. I mean, you can always get another job. You can always get another job. You were looking for a job at one time. You'll get another job if it doesn't work out. But if, you know, you go on and you don't do it, you don't make that leap, and you'll always have that regret.